Hello again, everybody. We are back. It's your friend Will. This is the Memory Lapse, and we are doing the third part of our Grinding with Esper Control series, or whatever this is eventually going to be called. There's some great games yesterday, and woke up wanting to play some more with it. I think in total I'm either 7-1 or 8-1 in matches in best of 3, so we're actually up into Diamond 2 now. Halfway through Diamond, almost back to Mythic. Even beating some Mythic players along the way, which is fun. Fun to know that we can hang with the best of the best. But yeah, this Esper deck feels really strong. I really regret not investigating it earlier in the format. Not because I think I would have enjoyed it more. I definitely enjoy the Reclamation decks a ton and the Gates decks. But in terms of like looking at like the truly competitive landscape, this deck definitely feels like it's at the top somewhere. And friends who are like competing in the RPTQs, I never really was able to talk to them about it. Geez. On the draw with the search. I think we roll the dice with our 27 lands here. If we draw one shock land, this hand gets a lot better. This is a fine one to draw for a non-shock, because now it makes any other duel we draw play for Kaya's Wrath. Perfect. I had it the whole time. It looks like we're against green and white, so I expect that Kaya's Wrath is going to be quite good here. Oh, okay. Let's keep this if they're going to be playing nonsense like Conclave Cavalier. So I guess the question is, do we Mortify end of turn so the Wrath can scoop up everything, or do we just plan to do 2 Wraths in a row? Song of Freyalise. That's interesting. So this definitely makes us want to go Wrath to keep them off the mana. So I think I will Mortify here. Save ourselves the damage. Yeah, so they don't get to like power out anything. I'm not sure what they could have that would be worth songing into. But if they kind of just pass here, we just get to play Teferi plus. And I guess the question is from a sideboarding standpoint. Oh, they just scooped it up. I don't think we're going to bring in too much. Hostage Taker seems like it'll be okay. Lyra seems like it could be good. Hostage Taker deals with those 4/4s. Maybe the Negates come out. I think the more expensive stuff comes out. Usually we do something like this, Chromium. Does a Moment of Craving come out? An Insight. So the question is, do we want to put in a Lyra? Another cast down. Try it like this. I don't think we want to change too much. Hey, our deck gave us the lands and made it easy. Keep this. Oh, we could have taken out some Thought Erasures. Though actually, against maybe their build, Thought Erasures, not bad. Okay. So, take this one here. Yeah, I think we just want more land. We'll take the march. I don't think they're gonna hold to swing, or hold to like march for 2. I think they'll attack here. In phase march for 2. Let's see what they drew. That makes me think they drew something good. Yep. What are we doing to clean these up in some way so that Teferi can stick? We'll take 4 here. If they play nothing, we'll Moment of Craving 1 at the end of turn. Otherwise, we'll look to absorb whatever they're going to add to the board here. Yeah, absorb basically gets rid of 2, right? So let's do that. Alright, so let's plus. And then we'll untap and have a Moment of Craving. This Teferi is probably not going to last very long, but we do just want to get more cards. Oh, but if we plus into a Kaya's Wrath, we're totally good. So yeah, so the question is, where are these going? To Big T? They keep the counters, which is nice, but they don't keep the indestructibility. Only because if they have another one, it's more damage than we want to take. We're not too worried about this horse. 2 damage is fine. We have Contempt if they draw a 4/4 or any like big threat. Slightly annoying. We'll leave him with a 3/3. I just assume that we're going to top deck better than them. Yahtzee. Maybe even could have minus there. Oh, they scooped it up. Probably fair. Oh, we've been making quest progress. Another couple clicks towards Mythic. So we only need to net from this point 5 wins, 5 match wins. So we basically just have to win an F&M. And we'll be Mythic. It's going way quicker in best of 3. Our opponent scooped pretty early there, both games, which is much appreciated. So without a counterspell, they could have easily had a sequence where they top decked like another March, or kicked a Sapling Migration and made it hard for us, or make it hard for us to progress towards winning. We'd have to progress towards controlling the board again. All right. Seems like a fine one. 3 lands to Akaya's Wrath. Moment. So we have a little bit of mono red insurance here. We have the man himself, the hero of the hour. So yeah, we'll keep this. And our opponent took a mulligan, so maybe that does mean they're on like a white or a red aggro deck. More often than not. Or they're playing gates. Really want to get to Mythic because we have some really weird decks that I want to try out from the latest 5.0 deck dump, but I don't want to spew rating when we're this close. More or less the perfect land draw here. Comes to play untapped, completes Akaya's Wrath, and gives us a second blue source in the process. And Precog is going to be a nice one up here if this game progresses slowly, which it looks like it is. Okay. Let's just see what they have. Rhythm, Carnage Tyrant, Spellbreaker, Spellbreaker. It's actually kind of an interesting one, but I think we'll just take the Rhythm here and make the game simpler for ourselves. We don't want like hasty Carnage Tyrants coming down. Maybe they just scoop to this here. Alright. So Moment of Craving probably not so good against how big their creatures are. Cast Down I think will be good. Lyra will be good. Hostage Taker seems like that will be good. It's a question on the rest, though. Like, how good is Thought Erasure versus Basilica Bell-Haunt? Thought Erasure actually seems good against how big their deck goes. Negate might actually be reasonable post-board if they're going to bring in Domri. Hmm. Yeah, let's play it like this, and then we can decide about bringing Bell-Haunt on the play. That game obviously wasn't that indicative of the match either. You know, mulligan 5, stuck on 2. Alright, so let's have Negate mana here in case they do play Red Source Rhythm. I think we want to grab that. Looks like they might just be on the Growth Chamber Guardian plan. That'll be hard for us to beat with this hand. Probably, so now seeing this, we probably want Moments of Craving back in for a potential game 3. If they go to grow this one, we'll Contempt it. Absorb is good. Zerta Goblin. This is likely their only play for the turn, so we'll absorb it. They naturally drew another. Oh, we're looking for Kaya's Wrath. We're also looking for anything that will save us some health. Just could be dead to a Skargengale Howlkite here. Yep. Oh, okay. So moment of Craving over Negate. I do think on the play Thought Erasure is going to be really good against them. Don't think there's really room for Bell-Haunts. And they don't really block that well against their team. So it's just a question of like third Moment of Craving versus like do we take out a Chemister's Insight? Alright. A lot of removal. And I think we're happy to slow them down. Is it worth mortifying this? It probably is. So to stop in our end step here, because this has hexproof on their turn. Kind of feels like game. Wow, that does not do anything. Let's take the card. I think we're okay. Oh, I could have played Search for free. Darn it. I'm just rusty playing with these Teferis. So I guess like the worst thing they can do here is Hellkite us. Vivian Reed sucks. None of these things help them answer Teferi though. A hasty Carnage Tyrant would be super annoying here. Wow. Of course I called it. This is going to force us into wrathing. I guess the question is, are they making it big or hasty? If they're making it hasty. Guess I needed to minus the Domri. So we have Cast Down and Mortify here. Now they're matching us on cards. Alright, so Phoenix we can hostage take her. Though we do need to really protect the Teferi. Skark and Hellkite. Alright, so that we can riot, we can just cast down this. And we're going to flip our search for Azcanta. I think this is how it works, right? Yeah. So let's Thought Erasure first. Phoenix, Phoenix. Absorb catches the Phoenix. This is going to be a really tight one because we're racing these Planeswalkers now. We have to find our Vraska's Contempt. Way ahead on mana, at least. So this one will absorb. And we'll hostage taker the Phoenix. Which will hopefully let us block and put pressure on there. Ooh, yikes. Do they know about this? Is that why they're not playing it? Alright, Contempt number 1. We're at 27, we can take a hit. Do we Thought Erasure away the... We gotta get through the... We have to get them out of card advantage mode. We have Hostage Taker and Wrath to handle this stuff. Alright, so Phoenix finally comes down. Okay. So we're gonna Hostage Taker the egg. We might have turned the corner there. Yuck, they drew 2 though. I know we have Absorb. Alright, so we can dig for Teferi here. This turn I think we're plusing to untap and have access to Absorb again. I think that one we're fine with. It's the other one that we'd want to counter. That helps them chain through their deck. Like, Teferi can hold his own for a couple turns against 1/2/2. Alright, so this one I think we don't want. Alright, so now we're in the... Now it gets tough for them because we're drawing multiple cards a turn. Let's peek their hand. Yikes. Let's get rid of this once and for all. Probably just taking the 2 random cards this turn off Insight. This is almost certainly a blank. Don't think they have the luxury of just holding stuff. And we're at 25 with an active Teferi. Let's take backup Teferi in case we end up losing this one. We may just give it away in pursuit of money, but we've stocked back up on cards. We're churning through our library. Actually, only 18 cards left in our library, so we have to figure out a win soon. I guess we just win with a Lyra really quickly. Oh, do we actually see? Did we lose our Lyra already? We did. That was this game. Okay. So we're going to overwrite our Teferi just to gain some more loyalty. So we actually can see our whole deck here, in theory. So we have this absorb on top of, we need to grab it. Yeah, we'll just double block. Or even go and use the moment here. They have Thrash. Guess we're actually safe to attack. Between Absorb and Vraska's Contempt. Had to use up almost our entire deck, but looks like we're gonna win. Alright, this we have to absorb, because it has hexproof on their turn. I guess we don't attack this turn, just in case they have more of those. A little risky putting this out. Huh, it works like that, huh? Yeah. I think they only have one left. Yep. Guess we just put it back in just in case. Two. Oh. Awkwardly, they could have one more. It's okay. Because between the Teferi emblem and the Mortify, you can attack for lethal. Yep. Alright, got him. And that puts us up into... Oh, just still in Diamond 2. Oh, 3 wins though. Or was that only 2? Hard to keep track. But yeah, 40 minutes, that's pretty good. And so I think that's going to conclude Esper. So yeah. Thanks everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Do all the good stuff. Follow along on Twitch if you want to catch streams, which we do randomly. And yeah, we'll be back again soon with another deck. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to Gates. But we're going to play something to help us finish the run to Mythic. And then we'll try to explore some maybe less metagame options. So look forward to that. And thank you all again for watching. And stay tuned. Oh. Hit the wrong button. Now stay tuned.